Hello everyone, here we are with our next topic that is basically auto cycle. So as you know, all the petrol engines which we are having right now, they are basically working upon the auto cycle. Clear? So in auto cycle, we have four different processes. They are written over here. First one is called isentropic compression process. 2 to 3 is called constant volume heat addition process. 3 to 4 is isentropic, and 4 to 1 is again constant volume, but this time heat rejection process. So from 1 to 2, we are saying it is isentropic. It means the entropy remains constant. So S1 will be equal to S2. Clear? From 2 to 3, the volume remains constant. So we can say that V2 will be equal to V3. Clear? And for the remaining two, 3 to 4 is expansion process, but it is isentropic again. S3 will be equal to S4. And constant volume heat rejection from 4 to 1, it says that V4 volume at point 4 will be equal to at point 1. So for that cycle, now we have to draw two basically processes, two graphs. One graph is between pressure and volume. Second is between temperature and entropy. So we have to draw it starting with the first one, that is from 1 to 2. In 1 to 2, we are saying it is isentropic compression. So we are compressing it. So when we compress something, pressure as well as your volume will increase. So from 1 to 2, if I show it, we are going to have a line like this from 1 to 2. It shows that pressure is increasing. At the same time, the volume is decreasing because we are compressing it. Clear? So from 1 to 2, we can say it is isentropic compression process. So it is basically a compression process. Clear? But it is isentropic. From 2 to 3, we can say it is constant volume heat rejection. So the volume remains constant. So obviously it is going to be a vertical line from 2 to 3 here, which says that the volume remains constant. Clear? V2 is equal to V3. Now from 3 to 4, it is isentropic expansion. So entropy remains constant. Expand kar rahe ho aap. Clear? So during expansion, your volume will increase and your pressure will drop. So from 3 to 4, if I have to draw it, it is going to be like this. This is basically from 3 to 4. This is again expansion process. At the same time, it is isentropic. Now from 4 to 1 again it is constant volume heat rejection. So we are rejecting the heat. From 4 to 1 again we can say volume remains constant. Clear? So we have four processes on the PV graph. At here at this point we are saying that V2 is equals to V3, and on this point we are saying that V1 is equals to V4. Both the volumes are constant. Clear? Now after that, if I have to draw the temperature entropy graph, so from 1 to 2 we are saying it is constant compression at isentropic process. So entropy remains constant. This is my entropy. So it remains constant, means it is going to be a vertical line only. So 1 to 2 basically represents constant entropy. So we can say that S1 will be equal to S2. Clear? Now from 2 to 3 it is constant volume heat addition. जब भी आप heat को add करते हो, आपकी entropy increase करती है. Clear? So from 2 to 3, when the heat addition will take place, it is going to be like this. This basically shows that your entropy basically is increasing. Volume remains constant. Clear? Now from 3 to 4 again it is isentropic expansion. So again the entropy will remain constant, but अगर उसको expand कर रहे हो तो आपका जो temperature है वो drop करेगा. So 3 to 4 is again going to be a vertical line. Clear? Like this. 3 to 4. Clear? Now from 4 to 1 again it is constant volume. Now heat rejection. तो जब भी आप heat reject करते हो आपका entropy decrease करती है. So from 4 to 1 here we can say this is going to be like this. 4 to 1 the volume remains constant. Clear? तो जो आपका heat addition है, heat supply है, वो कहाँ पे है? This is QS, this is QR. We can see heat rejection. And same here, जहाँ पे आपकी heat जो है वो add हो रही है, heat in, वो heat supply we can say, और यहाँ से आपकी जो heat है वो बाहर निकल रही है, heat out. Okay, so this is the graph for Otto cycle. Now we have to find the value of efficiency of the Otto cycle. So the efficiency, as we all know, basically gives us, it is work done upon heat supplied. Clear? What we want and what we are paying for that, output upon input. So what is the work done? Work done is simply heat supplied minus heat rejected. So from 2 to 3 we have heat supply, from 4 to 1 we have heat rejection. So we can say it is QS heat supply minus QR heat rejection upon heat supplied, that is QS. Clear? Now we have to find the value of QS and QR to find the value of efficiency. So here we can say that QS basically represents the heat addition at constant volume, for which it is going to be mCV dt. Clear? Change in temperature. So from Q to S, that is from 2 to 3, it is basically higher temperature minus lower temperature T3 minus T2. So dt is going to be change in temperature T3 minus T2 heat supply. And now for heat rejection, it is again going to be same constant volume process. So mCV dt for 4 to 1, high temperature minus low temperature, that is 4 minus 1. So it is going to be T4 minus T1. Clear? Now we have to put the values of heat rejection and heat supply in the efficiency formula. So what we are going to get is efficiency will be equal to QS, basically this will be common. So we can simply say it is T3 minus T2 minus rejection T4 minus T1 upon heat supply. Clear? QS, that is T3 minus T2. So I'm not counting basically mCV because this is going to be common term in all three figures, so it is basically cancel out. So in starting only, I'm not counting it. So this basically gives us that 1 minus T4 minus T1 upon T3 minus T2. Because here, if we write it T3 minus T2 upon T3 minus T2, it is going to be equal to 1. So it is directly 1 minus T4 minus T1 upon T3 minus T2. So this is the value of efficiency in terms of temperature only. This is the value of efficiency in terms of temperature only. Now, we have to find the value of efficiency in terms of compression ratio also. Clear? So for that, we need to find the value of processes 2 to 3, 1 to 2 and 3 to 4. 1 to 2 is isentropic compression and 3 to 4 is isentropic expansion. So for this, if we have to apply the formula, it is going to be, the relation will be like this, that T3 from 1 to 2, T2 upon T1 will be equal to V1 upon V2 raised to power gamma minus 1 upon gamma. Clear? Now this V1 upon V2 basically represents the compression ratio. क्लियर 1 to 2 उसको आप कंप्रेस कर रहे हो तो V1 upon V2 की जो रेशियो आती है उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं कंप्रेशन रेशियो, दैट इज बेसिकली R. सो R बेसिकली इज कॉल्ड कंप्रेशन रेशियो, इट इज V1 upon V2. क्लियर? और आपकी एक्सपेंशन जो होती है वो होती है फ्रॉम 3 to 4. सो V1 upon V2 will be equal to gamma S1 upon gamma. So in simple words we can say that T2 basically comes out to be T1 R raised to power gamma minus 1 upon gamma. This is the value of T2. Clear? So for process 1 to 2. Now for 3 to 4, it is isentropic expansion process basically. So apply the formula, it is going to be T3 upon T4 V4 upon V3 raised to power gamma minus 1 upon gamma. Now if we see what is the value of V4, V4 is equals to V1. So we can write here V4 will be replaced by V1 and V3 is equals to V2. So it is replaced by V2 only. So it basically becomes V1 upon V2, that is the compression ratio, that is equals to R, that is called compression ratio. So here we can also say that T3 will be equal to T4 R raised to power gamma minus 1 upon gamma. This is going to be my second value. Clear? After that, we have to do just one thing, put the values of T2 and T3 clear in this formula. Clear here? So we can find that if we apply the formula or if we put the formula over here, it is going to be efficiency is equals to 1 minus T4 minus T1 as it is upon 3 minus 2. So this is my T3, this is my T2. क्लियर? इन दोनों में एक टर्म कॉमन है, वो क्या है? r raised to power gamma minus 1 upon gamma. So T3 में भी है और T2 में भी है. So what basically we are doing is उसको हम कॉमन ले रहे हैं, सिंपली r gamma minus 1 upon gamma, और सिंपली यहाँ पे क्या आ गया T3, T4, T2, T1. So it is simply T4 minus T1 as it is. क्लियर? तो यहाँ पे आपको क्या दिख रहा है, T4 यहाँ भी है, यहाँ भी है. So in terms of compression ratio, the efficiency will be written as 1 minus 1 upon r raised to power gamma minus gamma 1 upon gamma. So this is the efficiency of the Otto cycle in terms of compression ratio only. क्लियर? तो अगर आपको क्वेश्चन में टेम्परेचर गिवन है तो आपने ये फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करना है. अगर आपको डायरेक्टली कंप्रेशन रेशियो गिवन है, क्लियर, तो हमने ये फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करना है. हियर r basically represents the compression ratio, clear, and gamma basically is for air, that is called 1.4. So in numericals gamma will be equal to 1.4 and that is for air only. Clear? This is all about the Otto cycle we are having. In the next lecture we will discuss about some of the more cycles available. Till then, if you need topics like thermal and fluid mechanics, the link for the videos is given to you in the description. Please subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.